What is happening, Dolphins fans, and welcome to another episode of the Fins Tailgate Breakdown Film All 22 Film Study Edition with your boy El Capitan. Had a near perfect game against the Jets, 30-0 on the day. That's why I'm putting on my perfect 72 jacket and celebratory. Um, Listen, guys, this team offensively delivered, didn't get ahead of themselves, were patient with their throws, patient with their strikes, patient in the run game, just beat the Jets up offensively with the at the line of scrimmage and just sticking to the game plan. Never got away from themselves, and the defense ate their lunch. I want to say they came out of halftime with -2 yards total on offense. And that was a perfect game by this team. Perfect game. Mike White came out and closed the game out, and everything took victory formation. So let's go. We're going to get right into this film study. And guys, on your way in, make sure to hit the like button. So as I mentioned, the Dolphins defense had themselves a heck of a day. The Dolphins got the ball because the Jets won the toss and deferred. Dolphins drive stalled out from an untimely holding penalty against Austin Jackson. They were forced to punt. But here it is on 1st and 10, and Dolphins defense show up to make their first big play of the game. And they're going to show six in the on the line here, essentially, you know, showing that they're going to bring six guys as um, Long gets up to the line of scrimmage here. So Long Jr.'s here, Bradley Chubb, Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis, who they brought in an extra D tackle on this one, Zach Sealer, and Andrew Van Ginkel. But they're only going to bring the interior four. So they overload the line, cause some confusion amongst who's got who. And because they brought in Raekwon Davis, they're going to get one-on-one matchups essentially by showing six here because Andrew Van Ginkel is going to drop back into coverage and take the tight end who's going out. Long steps back into the linebacker position over here to check if anything's going to come down for any checkdowns here. But everyone else is going to get north and south and get one-on-one matchups. And the first one to beat their one-on-one matchup is Zach Sealer, but he kind of trips up. And Christian Wilkins just comes in on a beeline and almost gets Zach Wilson. And on the cleanup, just absolutely eviscerates Zach Wilson, causing a fumble, where then Zach Sealer, who again is right here at the top of the screen in interior inside between Raekwon Davis and Andrew Van Ginkel, is going to play heads up and scoop it up and almost score back-to-back weeks, almost score for him. And just an absolute monster. Look, here it goes. Boom, just obliterates him. And Zach almost picks it up. Let's look at that from the other angle. So right before the ball snaps, everybody shifts over a gap and allows the linebacker to come in to show six. And watch, Sealer just blows past his guy. Good pickup by the running back on the block here, but just overwhelmed by Christian Wilkins and everybody coming in here just with their hair on fire. Just watch this hit that Bradley Chubb puts on him. Just watch this hit. Look at this hit. Wait. Boom! He just eviscerates him. Honestly, the ref got in the way of the ball. Look at that again. The ball hits the ref. If the ball doesn't hit the ref, it probably stumbles off in the end zone, and the Dolphins score on this. Let's see. Boom. Boink. It does. It hits the ref. Are you kidding me? Look, and Zach Sealer was watching, never took his eye off the ball. Zach Sealer is watching the ball. Look at Sealer. Sealer's like, there's the ball. It's going to bounce over here, and I'm going to pick it up for another tutty. Watch him. Look, he's running right at the guy and then changes directions and gets the ball. Almost, dude. If this lineman right here didn't touch Sealer, that would have been a touchdown. That would have been crazy. So now 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line, the Dolphins, which they didn't do last week, and the way Raheem Mostert is running, uh, uh, I wish they would have, but they elect to run the ball first, second, and third down, even though the first was no gain, the second was a loss of a yard, trying to take it up the gut. Well, they actually ran it out this way, but Raheem bounced it back inside. And this time Raheem just gets the ball and takes it to the angle and wins and gets his first of 2 touchdowns on the day. Great blocking. Great blocking on that. Want you to look at Eichenberg right here, and then just watch the pulling right guard. I think that's Lester Cotton. Here this guy comes unblocked. They pull the other guard to get to the outside to set the edge, and the right guard comes over. Nice inside edge set by Eichenberg on this one to seal it off so his guy has a clear lane and doesn't get muddied up with this guy blitzing in between their gap. And watch him set the block right here and allows Raheem to just take it to the outside. Just a great block on this. Look. Boom. That's it. And Raheem is fast enough. That's just too much distance. Clean. Watch it again from the beginning so you can see the pulling guards. One to fit this gap and the other to take the outside edge. 2 pulling guards. Look. Boom. Boom. Look at that. Both putting a hat on a hat, executed to perfection. These backups doing a good job. So the Dolphins' defensive line was not the only part of the defense that showed up in a big way. On this passing play here, that's Eli Apple. Now, shout out to him who on this play plays great press man coverage and follows his man on a crossing route. And as it gets open in the second part of the development of the route on the window, the quarterback's going to look for him here, and he's got the right leverage, but Eli just cuts out in front and bats the ball and makes a nice play on the ball. Dolphins with all banged up in their secondary with I believe that's Elijah Campbell here, and there's Brandon Jones there, having both of their safeties out and one of their top corners out, and Xavier Howard filled in by Eli Apple. And yet they still, with 3 secondary guys out and 1 defensive pass rusher, outside linebacker, and Jalen Phillips out for the season, still showing up and shutting these guys down. So watch Apple at the top of the screen. Here he comes, cross there. There's the crossing route, and then makes a play on the ball. Let's watch that from the other angle. Yeah, that is Elijah Campbell in the back there. He had a game today too. But yeah, you can't see him right now, but over on this side of the screen is where Apple is at. And you're going to see the play develop right over here. Easy throw for Wilson, and he's got the right leverage, but Apple just does a great job making a play on the ball here. This angle gives you an idea of how great it is. There he is at the top coming across and then breaks on the ball. Great play. So the Dolphins defense got a 4th down stop on that last drive. Miami Dolphins get a field goal. And now with the Jets with the ball again, Bradley Chubb shows that, I mean, this is hands down his best game as a Dolphin. The tight end here is going to shift over to this side of the formation, which causes the entire defense to shift over while Bradley maintains his outside leverage. And he just smokes the left tackle on an inside move. And Zach Wilson's going to fake the handoff to the running back who's going out this way. And Bradley Chubb just gets north and south on him. And it's a 10-yard sack. He's already got a half a sack at this point in the game. But just watch Bradley Chubb just playing like his hair is on fire today. Watch him smoke the left tackle. Swoop. Just hooks him. Bam. I mean, just smoked him, bro. Look at that again. Look, I gotta go back further. He smoked them way early. Swoop. I mean, bro, just made you look like an idiot right away. Thwink. I mean, just ghosted him. So after a 3 and out by the Dolphins, they punt and put the Jets deep in their own territory on a 3rd and long situation. And, this is where the Dolphins and any defensive pass rush should eat. And for the longest time, Dolphins fans, you know what I'm talking about. We couldn't get pressure with 4 guys. Well, now Bradley Chubb taking the wide angle and Andrew Van Ginkel doing the same will force these 3 guys to take Zach Sealer and Christian Wilkins. This tackle's gonna have to kick way out to catch Andrew Van Ginkel. So's this one gonna have to kick out. He's already got smoked by him today. It's an obvious passing down, and they're gonna get 3-on-1 matchup with their offensive or 3-on-2 matchup with their offensive front. Well, this is Christian Wilkins, so he's gonna pick up the double team. And the thing that's about this defense now is that sometimes they go double team Zach. And if you're gonna one-on-one matchup with Christian Wilkins and our pass rushers are getting deep out here, it's designed to make the quarterback step up in the pocket. And when he does, whoever's got the one-on-one matchup should be able to get him. And on this play, it is Zach Sealer who sheds his block and gets a sack here. Just a beautiful thing to see as Dolphin fans, having 4 guys get pressure like this. Look, shed, boom. You step up, I make you pay. Just beautiful. And shout out to Christian Wilkins, who sheds his guy first, gets his one-on-one matchup, and remains patient. He's looking in the throwing lane right now. Zach got deep enough to where he can find the angle to get the quarterback. Christian, after picking up the first block, who shed it off to go help Andrew Van Ginkel, who was whipping him up. He's getting in the pass lane. He'd be putting his hand up to try to stop a pass, but I mean, just elite play from our defensive front in this game, just making them look like punks. So after the Dolphins defense comes up big with the sack from Zach Sealer, forces them to punt back in their end zone, Thomas Morstead, ex-Miami Dolphin. Dolphins offense on 1st and 10 from the 40. And now, midway through the second quarter, mind you, Dolphins are up 10-0. But the game is still, could a bad bounce and Jets could be right back in it. Mike McDaniel and Tua Tagovailoa dial up the one play to rip their heart out. And Jalen Waddle's number is called. And Jalen showed his elite route running and speed and pass catching ability in this one play right here. So he's got Reed that's playing him off man in coverage here. And Waddle's going to come in, and his route is done so well where he stutter steps out by here. It frees the safety to take inside, and it causes Reed to shift his hips. And the second he shifts his hips as to take an angle to follow Waddle on like a post, Waddle then in a freaking coffee can changes his feet and takes the outside angle and absolutely just burns him. Reed cannot recover and make up. And I'm going to show you after this play just the excellent blocking that was done for Tua to just have enough time and Tua to just recognize that, oh man, Waddle's got the angle we want, like we practiced. I'm going to deliver this ball where he's supposed to go out and get it, and he does. It was a thing of beauty. Watch this play right here. Watch Waddle. Watch him right here. Watch this step. Oh, right there, dude. Did you see it? It was so quick how he stomped. You see what happens? Here, I'm going to see if I can rewind it right on it. Let's see. Right there. That's where he took that inside step. and the corner took a step down, and this guy who was peeking earlier thought he was gonna be coming in and that this was gonna be like a crosser route or something, and Waddle just changes directions on him and takes the outside shoulder of him, partying outside. And look at Tua. Tua sees it. He's like, "Oh man, if he gets that angle and Buddy shows me his back, I'm uncorking this thing." And that's exactly what happens. Watch Tua. See him? Look, he sees it. Soon as Tua saw this guy's back and saw that he had that outside angle, Tua's going to lay it out from. This was beautifully practiced and executed. This is not an accident here, guys. This is repetition. And I mean, the blocking. And I'm going to show you the other angle because Durham Smythe on this play absolutely manhandles their outside pass rusher. But watch Waddle just reach out. Tua lays a dime right on him in stride for a 60-yard touchdown. That's Tua's fifth on the year. He has two more than anybody else in the NFL, and you would know that if you watched the stat show from before. Let's change the angle. I want to show you the blocking from Durham Smythe over here on this outside pass rusher. And I also want to show you Tua's decisiveness. He had all the room in the world. When he's got room to breathe, he is unstoppable. And I mean, this blocking is so good. You're going to see Alec Ingold come back over here to set Tua's blind side and help for this outside leverage. And he's just standing around. He's like, I don't know who to block. I got nobody. So watch Durham Smythe. There goes Ingold. Durham Smythe locks him up. All three linebackers are frozen. Nobody comes up to blitz Tua because they all bite on the play action here. And Tua's just sitting back there all day. And watch Alec Ingold. Watch him. Look, what do I do? Just kind of hanging out here. Look at Tua. He's looking at it. And Reed probably takes his eye off of Waddle for that second to see if Tua's going to throw it to him. Maybe it's a button hook or something like that, or a dig route or a slant or something, double move inside slant or something. And it costs him. And Tua notices. He's like, thump. Looks, oh man, look at Tua. Look the safety away to open up that lane for him. Watch Tua. He's going to look to his right to where I believe it's either Chosen Anderson or Cedric Wilson that's coming up the middle on the seam route. Watch. Looks that way and looks off the safety looking that way. Freezes him. So the safety was watching Tua's eyes, not Waddle, which is who he's supposed to watch is Tua. And Alec Ingold all the while sitting over here wondering what he's supposed to do because he's just watching Durham Smythe smoke homeboy. And Tua just delivers the strike. And here goes Waddle. Watch this. Thump. Just waltz it in there. So on 2nd and 10, the Dolphins defense not letting up in the second quarter, obviously, looking to just after that big touchdown to Waddle, they're juiced up. They're having a day. And they bring out Emmanuel Ogbah out here. And look who this is. That is Cameron Good at the top of the formation in for Andrew Van Ginkel on this play, while Emmanuel Ogbah over here. Now, on this play, you're going to see it's a sack. It's Emmanuel Ogbah. It's Duke Riley who comes up and plays containment. They call a blitz with Long from this side of the formation, and it's Duke Riley, Emmanuel Ogbah, and I think it's either Davis or Christian Wilkins that all get in on this sack. But the unsung hero is this is a coverage sack, people. They've got two tight ends here at the formation, and they're going to bring one of them down to the bottom. And this tight end that's got his hand down is designed to sneak out where the linebacker's got to pick him up. And in that time, there's an open window for the quarterback to just boink right to him. But they call the blitz from this side, and Cameron Good is called into pass protection. And although he was trailing, he was in the way the entire time. He does a great job. And this is kind of a coverage sack where the running back looks for the open daylight and just gets finds Duke Riley playing containment, just a well-designed defensive play. He's not even looking in this direction down by Ramsey. The tight end that comes across here ends up getting picked up by Brandon Jones, and this is a great coverage sack where the running back has or the quarterback has nowhere to go. And I just want you to watch at the top of the formation. Just watch the young guy getting in there, making his presence felt. Look, totally blew it up. Let's look at it from the other angle. So you'll watch here. The blitz comes. Duke Riley comes out to make containment, reading the quarterback. And just a thing of beauty watching the young guy over here, Cameron Good, just get out in coverage. And, there's no tight end to go to. And Zach Wilson just gets creamed again. Look, boom. Yeah, it was Davis that got in on it. So I don't really like doing this, but I feel like Durham Smythe got away with maybe a little bit of a hold. The ref decided not to call it on this time. It wasn't super egregious, but anyhow, it's a sweep to Raheem Mostert. He picks up 12 yards and gets down to the one where the Dolphins then punch it in. Again, just a methodically put together drive that they score on here. But I want to point out how everybody does their job getting out to the second level. Eichenberg, um, Teron Armstead, and Jackson, everybody doing a great job getting to the second level, setting up blocks that almost got this in the end zone. Again, kind of a little close call here with this one. The ref sees it and watches it the whole time, and he didn't throw a flag. So I don't know. You tell me. Let me know in the comments, guys. Is this a hold? Did we get away with one here? There is that little bit of a shot right about here. That's clean. That's clean. Right. I don't know. There's a half a click there where it looks, but I mean, the guy watched it the whole way. Look at that downfield blocking. There goes Lamb. Not Jackson. Lamb, Armstead. I mean, you got Cotton downfield. All these guys downfield blocking. That's why this run game's been so good. And on the next play, we're just going to let it run through. Raheem just punches it in here on this one. Smythe into motion. Raheem, throw it out. Just go ahead and take the angle again. Smart play, just like the last time. I seen that last game. Didn't like that he took it inside, and they should have reran it to the outside. They went, on his last rushing touchdown. They ran it 3 times. He took it to the outside. This time they did it on their first and goal rather than wait until third and goal. Because Raheem, with his speed, and as long as there's enough blocking, if you're trying to get one of these secondary guys to come up and make that tackle, then they better be on the line. If they're going to be on the line, then you take it up the gut. It's just too easy with Raheem and his outside, speed and this blocking that we're getting from these guys, even the backups, bro. So now it's the fourth quarter. Dolphins are up. Got another field goal, 27-0 at this point. They don't even have Zach Wilson in the game anymore. They felt merciful. They didn't bring him out back at half. Trevor Siemian's in there, and they're within some form of striking distance on 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. And the Dolphins decide, hey, we're pitching a shutout today. We're going to bring Cater Kohu over here on a blitz. Andrew Van Ginkel, you're going to take the inside on that, and you're just going to come at him with everything. Now, meanwhile, they're bringing up help over here. They're sick and tired of Chubb just doing everything. They must have forgot about Andrew Van Ginkel up here. And just Trevor Siemian puts up a hope and a prayer, trying to sling it down here. And Brandon Jones is just looking at it like, are you serious? This thing's just coming right to me. And Brandon Jones gets his first of 2 interceptions on the day. I do want to point out, after the ball is thrown, watch Bradley Chubb on the cleanup, just abusing. Again, playing like his hair is on fire. I'm going to show you that from the other angle too, because it's really funny to see. But watch Cater Kohu at the top. Here he comes on the blitz. pressure's coming. Running back just doesn't know what to do. He's like, "Do I take this guy or take that guy? There's 2 guys here. You were supposed to get him." I mean, look at this lineman. He's like, "Dang it, there goes my guy." They just got no answer, and the running back's like, "Do I take him? Do I take him? Who's closer? I'll take this guy." Again, it's just too much to think in a split second. Meanwhile, on the inside move, here comes Bradley Chubb, and watch the cleanup from Bradley Chubb on this. Boom. And look, here goes the ball all the way out here into Brandon Jones's hands, who just, you know, takes a nice cupcake out the air and gets a little return out of it too. Watch him. Take it past the 25 and Jake little move. Ooh. Could you imagine, bro? They get a little bit mercy on them. They're like, all right, I'm gonna take mercy on you and come out at midfield and come back to where you threw the ball. But here, let's look at the other angle. It's just an absolute Dolphins abusing Jets quarterbacks. Good thing Aaron Rodgers isn't in there because he'd be out for the rest of next season if he was playing in this game. So I'm just showing it from this other angle because here comes Cater Kohu on the blitz. Andrew Van Ginkel smokes his man on the inside. The running back gets over here and don't know who to pick up on this. And Bradley Chubb on the inside, just on the cleanup, obliterates it. Again, there was a lot of speculation that whether or not Rodgers was going to play. And they better figure some things out with blocking if Rodgers is going to be out there because the Dolphins would have killed him today. So watch this play here. Watch Bradley Chubb. Just a quarterback. It's nasty. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I just totally dive bombs him. And then the beautiful return. Should have kept going forward. Look, he's tired. He's like, all right, I'm tired. Don't hit me. And Duke Riley got smashed on that one. So the Dolphins up 30-0 aren't letting up again. I told you Bradley Chubb's just playing with his hair on fire. 3rd and long. They call a shift. They were going to bring the stunt move from this side. They decide to move them both over. Sealer and Wilkins go. They bring the other side on the blitz on the stunt move. Riley comes in. Long comes in, but it's Bradley Chubb that comes on the outside and swats the ball out for, I think it's the 4th. Yeah, it's the 4th turnover of the game. Not including turnover on downs. And he recovers this fumble. That is Bradley Chubb's 6th forced fumble on the season. He leads all defensive players with 6 forced fumbles and 2 fumble recoveries. See, they call a shift. Here comes the blitz, stunt move. Here comes Bradley Chubb, swat, and it's mine. Beautiful. Played probably his best game. Definitely his best game as Dolphin. He said after in post game, it might have been the best game of his entire career. So on 4th and 10, Jets just trying to not end this game in a shutout by any means possible late in the 4th, looking for some sort of sign of life, to just have some form of honor to go home to New York with. And Emmanuel Ogbah says, hey, no, I'm going to take away the last little bit of honor you may have, along with Brandon Jones. So Trevor Siemian kind of gets flushed out this way, and Emmanuel Ogbah gets right in his face and jumps. He's already a big dude. He's huge. And he jumps and gets high, and Trevor has to put it over his hand, and it sails on him to, I believe, Patrick Cobb who was the intended target. Not Patrick Cobb. Oh, my God. Randall Cobb. Patrick Cobb, ex-Miami Dolphin. And Brandon Jones, again, just tracks it. Look at him come across. Yoink, thank you. He totally robs it from Nick Needham, who shout out to Miss Nick Needham's mom, who's super nice lady on Twitter. Totally robbed Nick of an interception. I mean, look, Here's Nick tracking. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this bad boy," and he comes down and takes it right from him. I mean, it's everybody was eating lunch today. Oh no, that's not Nick Needham. There's Nick Needham. Who was that? Oh, I think that was Campbell. There's Nick Needham. So yeah, just an all-in-out stellar performance on both sides of the ball. Defense had 5 takeaways, 5 sacks, a million just absolute pass breakups, just were stingy as all get up. Offense, patient, stuck to the run game, big throws from Tua to Waddle, just a little bit of everything. The kind of football you want to see late in the year against these opponents. That type of game plan, minus even Tyreek Hill, can beat a lot of opponents, or at least keep you in the game where a big play made by the defense or a big play made by the offense could be the deciding factor against our next 3 opponents. We've got Dallas coming up here soon. We got the Ravens and then the Bills, and the Dolphins need to close out the season strong if they want to not only win the East, but have a chance at winning the number 1 in the AFC. And performances like they showed against the Jets, shutting them out the way that they did with backups. I mean, getting good plays out of Brandon Jones and Emmanuel Ogba, and Chase Claypool had some catches in the game. And I like I broke down on that defensive play. You saw Cameron Good back there in coverage. This is the sign and show of a team that can overcome adversity and really take it to opponents. And we're going to get another chance against Dallas. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment sections. Tell me, what do you guys think? Is it the run game that's we need to lean on in the future on offense? Is it Tyreek Hill? And then on the defense, who are you looking forward to stepping up outside of Chubb? I know we got Andrew Van Ginkel. Let me know in the comments what you guys think as far as the defense, as far as the offense, Tua's performance, and also let me know what you guys think about coming up against Dallas. Hit the like button, share the video. I appreciate everybody watching and enjoying these film breakdowns. They take a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of editing, but I do them for you guys because I get good response from those of you that do watch it. So, try my best and break it down and give you guys something to, chew on. So I'll see you guys next time. Hit the like button, leave a comment, share the video. Fins up.